In our class in Bonaire this year, we had a request from one of the students on how to transfer a standard Lightroom catalog that was on their laptop over to their desktop when they got home so that they could continue editing the images. They wanted to be able to keep all the collections and the edits that they had made all in the new catalog that would be on their desktop. So let's go ahead now and take a look at this problem. Okay, the first thing is that you need to know where the catalog's located, and that may be a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and open Explorer here. Let's just take a look. In most cases, if you store your images on your laptop, you're going to be working in pictures. Okay, right there's pictures, and in this case, in the catalog, we cataloged our wallpaper and our underwater wallpaper that we use on the laptop, and that's what was in this Lightroom 5 catalog. Now it might be your Bonaire 2018 or your Solomon 218, whatever, that's going to be in your picture directory. So let's just go ahead and go back to the file manager and take a look here, and there's the underwater wallpaper and there's the wallpaper. They are stored in the picture directory. But look, right here is the Lightroom catalog. It's also stored in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and close Lightroom, not back it up. I'm just going to go over here, double click on this, and right here is the catalog. I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to open in Lightroom, see if this is the catalog, the standard catalog that came with your laptop and was the default catalog. Now there it is. Okay, so we have the 126 images that is used as our wallpaper. Okay, so what we're going to do is export this out. We're going to export it out with all the collections and with all the edits. First thing you want to make sure is that everything is selected. So you go up to all photographs and you go up to edit and select all. That's just to ensure that everything is exported out as we want. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and export this catalog out to a passport. So we're going to go up to File and Export as Catalog. Okay, and we're going to find our passport, and the passport is called Transfer because it's a 320 gig transfer passport drive. I transfer all my different files. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and expand this out. Okay, so I've got a few other things I've taken with me on the trip, but I'm just going to type in, or wallpaper. I'm going to use wallpaper because that's really what it is. It's the wallpaper catalog or the default catalog. Okay, so I need to make sure that the export negatives is checked and include available previews, and uncheck the build, include smart previews. Okay, so I've got the name, and it's just going to go right here. Make sure you're in the root of it and not double clicked on any of these, that you just, this is open right here, and you just say save, and up here you will now see the images and the catalog being exported out. Now it's going to take some time, even with only 126. Now if you have a catalog of Bonaire, Solomon's, one of the different, it's going to have several thousand photos. You need to basically go get a cup of coffee, watch a TV show, whatever, because it is going to take a long time to transfer everything out to your passport. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this on pause while we wait. Okay, it's completed. Now, as I was watching this work, I realized that you may have other things in your catalog other than the ones you want to export. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to import another directory in here just to show you how that can work. But we have EM1. So we're going to export out just the wallpapers. So when you go to up here to export as a catalog, and you do have other directories in here, all you have to do is just click on this one, hold down the control and this one, and then do your edit and select all, and it will just select all the images here. Then when you export it out, it'll only export out this group of photos and not the EM1. That's something I just because a lot of you will have a lot of different trips and stuff in your catalog, and say you want to export out only the trip you're on as a catalog, then you would select those and export those out. So that's just in backing up and taking a look at a couple of other scenarios. Now let's just go ahead. It's been exported out. I'm going to close this now, and I'm not going to back it up. I'm going to go ahead now and look at this passport, and we should find a wallpaper on here. There it is. Okay. Now, it has included just the wallpaper and the wallpaper underwater, the previews, and the wallpaper Lightroom. So if I right click on this and open in Lightroom, it should open back up. And strangely enough, it gives it the name of the person owning Lightroom, which is me, of course. So you may have to go up, and I'm not sure how this does this. It might be a setting somewhere, but you can just go to your identity plate once this has come in, and we're going to call it wallpaper, because that's really what it is. It's not the default catalog anymore. And maybe that's why that does that, is because you've included several different things and it wants you to rename it. Now, what's interesting is your collections are there and your edits. Let's go back to Fish and see. I'm trying to think of which one has edits in it. Nudibranch's had some edits. There, see, there's the edit right there. That's an exposure edit. That's a cropping and exposure edit. And so if I click on that edit right there, it will open up the editor that was working on this. Now this has been transferred out to your passport. Okay, so there it is. There's all your corrections. So we now know that this Lightroom catalog is on your passport. So let's close this again. Now let's go back up to your passport, and all you have to do is basically right click and copy it or drag it onto your Drive C or wherever you want to put it. Now let's just assume that your desktop has a Drive C and maybe you have a big drive. So I have a program drive, which is a big drive. So I can just basically take and I always hold down the control key or the copy key, command key, and just drag this over, and I'm going to put it right there and let it go, and so it will copy them over. Okay, it's just copying them over. This copier is going to look a little different. Yours, I have an extreme plug-in copier, which does, but it works very much like the Windows Explorer. So exit out of that. Now let's just go ahead and go to this extra drive on my desktop. There's wallpaper, and there it is. Right click on it, open in Lightroom, and there it is. Now it's got the name on it that you've renamed it. And as soon as it opens, we will see then that it has all the parts necessary. Okay, so we stopped at the edit on the Nudibranch, and that's where it is right now. It actually just stopped where you left off. And so you could go back to the library, and you will now see your collections, and you will also see all your edits are there. And everything's in the directories that they were in. Now, what's interesting is that see, there's the wallpaper directory and the underwater wallpaper directory. So it's copied everything over exactly. Okay, that ends a tutorial on moving catalogs from your laptop over to your desktop, from Dive Trip back to home. And if you want to see more tutorials, go to www.jackandsue.com and look for free tutorials. Thank you very much. Bye.